In my previous video, I walk you through completed payments for your inventory and sales tab. So in that video, I show how to ensure that your dashboard correctly reflects your cash inflows and outflows. If you haven't watched the video yet, kindly tap the link at the top right corner of your screen to catch up before proceeding on this. In this part 2 tutorial, we are going to focus on the expenses tab and dive into some very important aspects of your payment tab so that by the end of this video, you are going to learn how to record partial payments, how outstanding incoming payments and outgoing payments are calculated and tracked automatically, then you are also going to learn how to update your records when the balance is finally paid and ensure that your dashboard reflects the new totals correctly. You are also going to see how all these entries affect your dashboard analysis regarding cash flow so that you can always know exactly how much money is coming in, how much money is going out, and what is still outstanding. So I'm going to go step by step using practical examples, just like we did in the previous part of this tutorial. But this time, we are also going to show what happens when payments are not made in full, so that how to handle them properly to keep your dashboard accurate is going to be very, very clear to you. Now, let's continue with another example. So this time it is going to be for an expense entry. We are picking up from where we left off in the previous part of this tutorial where we looked at the inventory and the sales entry. Now here on the expenses tab, on the 25th of October 2025, we made a purchase of office supplies from Latfam's digital services for $150,000. In your payment tab, you simply enter the same date, then enter 150,000 in the amount column. For payment nature, you select outgoing expense. Then under payment status, select completed. Copy the transaction ID from the expenses tab and paste it, making use of your paste special, then values only. In the paid to column, you enter the supplier's name. So here in this case, it is Latfam's Digital. Then in the description column, you might write something like purchase office supplies. Then you can optionally fill in the payment method, the reference ID, and the notes column. That is if it is needed. Let's quickly try to understand how the business tracker handles outstanding payments. This is because it is where many users may find a bit confusing, but you don't have to get yourself worried. Your tracker handles everything perfectly with automation. Sometimes in real life situations, payments are not made in full. Outstanding payments are simply those payments that your clients are still owing you, or those payments that you still owe your own suppliers. The payment tab is designed to handle this correctly. Now, the helper columns you see here, they fit directly into your dashboard. You won't need to edit or delete them, although you may hide them if you prefer a cleaner workspace. Before we dive into practical examples, let's first understand how your dashboard interprets payments. Gross incoming payments shows the total sales recorded for the selected period, whether the payment has been received or not. Gross outgoing payments, on the other hand, it shows the total expenses that is recorded, whether you have actually paid them or not. Outstanding incoming tells you exactly how much clients are still owing you. Then outstanding outgoing shows how much you still owe your own suppliers. Cash inflow reflects the actual money that came into your business during that particular period, while cash outflow shows the real amount of money that left your business. Then net cash flow shows the difference between cash inflow and cash outflow. So that is going to give you a quick view of whether more money came in or went out of your business during that particular period. A positive net cash flow means your business received more money than it spent, while a negative net cash flow means more money went out of your business than came in. Once you understand all this, everything becomes very clear on the dashboard. So the dashboard does not just show you what you record, it also shows the difference between what has been recorded and what was actually paid. That is what makes your cash flow analysis accurate and reliable. Now that we fully understand how the dashboard interprets your payments, let's proceed with practical examples. For a first example of an outstanding incoming payment, let's revisit the sale of 80 units of product 1 on October 21st, 2025. In the previous payment tab tutorial, we recorded this as a completed payment of $1,200,000. So before making part payments, let's quickly look at the dashboard and confirm the figures. So as you can see on the dashboard, the gross incoming is currently showing 1,200,000. Outstanding incoming is showing zero balance, and cash inflow is confirming that the full amount has been received. Now, make sure you have selected the correct month and year at the header section of the dashboard tab so that the figures reflect the period you want to analyze. Let's now assume that in reality, the client only paid 800,000 on that day. That means 400,000 is still outstanding. So this shows the amount the client is still owing you. To update this, just go to the payment tab and edit the amount column for this transaction. So we now have 1,200,000 as 800,000. So I want to consider this example so that we don't prolong things and we can easily see how things reflect on the dashboard. So after um, having 800,000 on the amount column, then you can now go to your payment status and select partially paid. This time around, the money is not paid in full. Instantly, you're going to notice the net payment column auto displays 800,000 as a positive number. So this indicates the actual amount or the actual money that is coming into your account. Remember that for the net payment to calculate correctly, the payment nature, the amount, and the payment status columns must all be filled with valid entries. That is why these fields are usually flagged so that they act as visual reminders. Check the linked transaction ID column. You are going to see the same ID from the sales tab in the previous transaction. Just copy the same ID here to link the payment to the original sale. You can simply copy and paste directly without necessarily using paste special. So this is because it is within the same tab. Now, go back to check your dashboard. You will see that gross incoming still shows the full 1,200,000, indicating that the total value expected from sale is still the value that we have here. But outstanding incoming now shows 400,000, representing the amount the client still owes you, and cash inflow shows 800,000, which is the actual amount that is received. This gives you a clear picture of both the money already in your account and the remaining balance to collect from your client. Let's look at another example that involves an outgoing payment. This time it is going to be for items that are bought from suppliers which are not fully paid for. We are going to use the office supplies expense that we entered earlier. But before we make any edits, let's take a quick look at the dashboard. So here on the dashboard, you are going to notice that gross outgoing payments shows $150,000. This reflects the total recorded expenses for the period. Outstanding outgoing shows a zero balance. So what this means is that nothing is owed to any supplier yet. Unlike cash inflow and gross incoming payments, which may show the same figure when full payments are made, cash outflow, on the other hand, may show a different figure from gross outgoing payments. This is simply because cash outflow records all actual cash payments that are made during the period. So that includes the payment for all operating expenses as well as some payment for inventory purchases. So for more details on operating expenses, you can watch my tutorial on the expenses tab to understand that better. Now remember that inventory purchases are still assets. They are not considered expenses yet, so they are not going to appear under gross outgoing payments. Instead, they will only appear as cash outflow to show that money has left the business. This is why the dashboard is showing a total cash outflow of 1,150,000, and that includes the 150,000 paid for office supplies as well as the 1 million paid for inventory purchases. Now, supposing you only paid 100,000 out of the 150,000 to the supplier for the office supplies, that simply means that 50,000 is still outstanding. In your payment tab, you simply change the amount column from the full 150,000 to 100,000. Then, under payment status, select partially paid. The net payment column will auto-display the amount as negative, indicating that the money is going out. Make sure the linked transaction ID is correctly entered from the expenses tab. So this is going to ensure that the dashboard links the payment to the original expense. Now, check your dashboard again. You are going to notice that gross outgoing still shows $150,000. That is the total recorded operating expenses for the period. It doesn't change whether or not the payment has been made. Then, outstanding outgoing displays 50,000. That is the portion of the expense that is not paid to the supplier yet. Then cash outflow now shows 1,100,000. That includes the 1 million for inventory purchase and the 100,000 part payment for office supplies currently recorded in the payment tab. Finally, let's see what happens when an outstanding payment is fully settled. Let's say that on October 27th, 2025, demo client 1 pays the outstanding balance of $400,000. In the payment tab, we simply enter the date, then we enter 400,000 in the amount column. Select incoming for payment nature, and this time you choose completed for payment status. Then copy the original sales transaction ID in the linked transaction ID column. The dashboard will instantly reflect the change. It is going to show outstanding incoming as 0. So that is going to indicate that the client has fully settled the balance. Then cash inflow is now back to the full 1,200,000, representing the total cash received for that sale. Now let's apply the same logic to outgoing payments. Earlier on, we had a 50,000 outstanding balance owed to the supplier. Let's say that you decide to settle this balance on October 28, 2025. You simply enter the date, type 50,000 in the amount column, select outgoing expense, so that is going to be under payment nature. Then you choose completed for payment status. Copy the original expense transaction ID in the linked transaction ID column. Then once again, your dashboard updates immediately. Outstanding outgoing now drops to zero and cash outflow correctly reflects the full 1,150,000 that has now been fully paid out. In summary, the Payment tab gives you a complete picture of your cash movement, showing what has been paid, what is still outstanding, and how every update flows directly into your dashboard. By entering payments accurately, whether fully paid, partially paid, or final settlements, your cash flow analysis will always reflect the true financial state of your business. In the next tutorial, we are going to explore the key sections of your dashboard, showing you how to interpret the figures to make smarter business decisions. You're also going to learn how to track trends, manage cash efficiently, and get a clear view of your gross profit, the net profit, and return on investments. If you have any questions about making use of the Payments tab or any other part of the business tracker, kindly leave your questions in the comments below. I'm going to be happy to respond and guide you. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be very sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your business organized and profitable. See you in the next video where we are going to explore your dashboard in detail and unlock actionable insights to grow your business. Thank you and God bless you.